creativity does not come from you. I got asked today about how to boost creativity, and since I'm a 3-time memory champion, grandmaster of memory, a lot of creativity was used in memorization. So what I did was I learned techniques on how to use imagination and visualization and association to connect things and to create images and stories in my mind so that I could remember thousands of digits, or hundreds of decks of cards, or all this wild, inhuman, insane amount of information. But what I learned in that process was what creativity is and what it is not, and how to gum it up and how to allow it in. Because again, creativity does not come from you. It comes from something much more intelligent and wise than you, a divine force. Some call it God, the universe. To be honest, I don't know where it comes from. It just comes in. But it's not from me. So, for example, in memory, you have to create associations with something. You have to turn, let's say a name. Let's say I'm trying to remember the name John. That's my name. And remember someone's name. So when you hear the word or the name John, you're supposed to think, okay, what can I associate? What does John make me think of? Does it make me think of my Uncle John? Does it make me think of a toilet? Does it make me think of Johnny Appleseed? And so in memory, you got to be quick, because the more you quickly memorize, the more you score, right? So it's a process of trust. What I mean by that is trusting what comes into your mind first, like the first impression, kind of like an ink blot test. You ever done a Rorschach ink blot test where you look at an image and blurt out what comes to mind immediately? So in memory, I could do two things, right? I could trust the first thing that comes to my mind. Okay, John makes me think of my Uncle John. Go with it. Now I associate Uncle John with the John that I'm trying to remember. Maybe I imagine they're friends. Just to connect that person's name to that person using a simple story. So I trusted the first thing that came to my mind. It came in. It just, boom, was there. Or I can search, do like a Google search in my brain. And what I mean by that is, I can think, what's the perfect image for John? No, I don't want to use my Uncle John because I don't really want to use that. No, I'd rather use something else. What's another one? Toilet? No, that's too weird. No, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, now you're starting to judge and critique and get your mind in the way. I'm not saying that's not creativity. You can play and you can do that. But creativity is coming in. And so if someone wants to boost their creativity, they have to be more receptive and learn how to do that, and learn how to be still, and learn how to listen and to see and to feel what's coming in and being attuned right now in their bodies and their minds, and just being aware. You can't do that if you're trying to think ahead, or if you're turning your brain on to doing a Google search of what's in there. Because the moment you turn on your active brain to search for something, your receptiveness is, I wouldn't say blocked, but it's not attuned to. It's like a radio station. What are you attuned to? Are you tuned to 101 FM or 97? Are you tuned to being receptive and letting something in, or are you looking for something? So creativity, like if you're an artist, if you're a musician, you can force yourself to create lyrics. You can force yourself to paint a picture. But it feels forced. It feels gunky. It feels like, I'm forcing myself to do this. It doesn't feel right. I'm judging everything. I don't like this. I don't like that. When you get out of the way, and this is not easy to do, because we're so conditioned to control every word, every sentence, every image that comes in our mind, every lyric, whatever. And that control, that judgment, is blocking what's coming in, because you're filtering it. So if you want to be more creative, and everyone has this, there's a fountain of creativity flowing through everyone. It's just a matter of how much control and conditioning and mind you have in the way, blocking that, controlling that, filtering that. So again, creativity does not come from you. It comes through you. You're a vessel. And so it's not just about like meditating and emptying your mind. No, again, when people try to empty their mind, they're forcing themselves. They're forcing their mind to shut up. We don't want that. You're not forcing anything. You're allowing it. You're still, and you're allowing something to come in. And you're going with it. Doesn't mean everything that comes through is divine and gold and worth $1 million. But the only way to boost your creativity is to be more present in your body to the sensations that are happening within you. Feeling yourself, but also being here right now. And being aware of what's coming in, the thoughts that are coming in. Being aware of the impressions, the ideas, the inspirations, whether they're there or not. Because again, going back to this idea of force versus allowing, if you're in a stressful state or you're frustrated, you're in resistance. Anytime you're not in this moment, feeling what's happening in this moment in your body, present with what's in front of you, unfolding, you're in resistance or you're dissociated. You've left yourself. If you're sitting there, off at Never Never Land, not with yourself, how can you ever receive what's coming in right now? And so, for me, I was lucky that I trained myself to do this thousands of times a day, just like maybe not thousands of times, but just pick up what's coming in versus forcing it. Picking up what's coming in versus forcing it. The more I trusted what came in, and I wasn't perfect at this, the more that I trusted what came in, the quicker I could be. And of course, quicker doesn't necessarily mean I'm more creative or anything, but I just trained myself through memory, through that sport. But if you're looking to be more creative, it's an attunement to what's happening right now. You have to be very, very present. And if you're not present, that's okay. It's a practice. So creativity, we all have it. We all have a wellspring flowing through. But are you attuned to it? Are you forcing it with your mind, with your personality, with your will? Or are you letting go? Do you need to take a break and walk away? Go for a walk and allow something to come in divinely. This creativity question came to me from one of my followers. And if you personally want access to me through like a Q&A, more intimate content, more in-depth than what I offer on YouTube, personalized, talking about focus, the mind, the brain, optimization, this divine intelligence, accessing it, intuition, embodying your higher potential, also helping people overcome their anxieties through a counterintuitive approach. If you want access to any of that, join my Patreon. The link is in the description or the comments or through my link tree. Whatever I post this on, you can find it. But join Patreon. It's a very affordable membership where you get access to exclusive content and podcasts that I post, and also links to a live Q&A that you can join and just watch and listen to me respond to others, or join in and ask questions to me personally on any of those topics and beyond, anything that interests you. So click that link and join if that interests you.